Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of Monday Night Raw. Long time no see, but we are back, and we are back on the road to Clash of the Champions, and we're here on Monday Night Raw in Honolulu, Hawaii, as tonight the NXT Women's Champion Asuka and the WWE Women's Champion Charlotte will have a Clash of Champions contract signing for their matchup at the event. A championship unification match between the two women and the two champions will take place in Boston in 2 weeks from now. And Charlotte says she's going to get her hands on Becky Lynch, whether Stephanie likes it or not. And speaking of Irish ass kickers, here comes, well, the world champion of Raw, the newly reinstated World Heavyweight Championship. And it's being held by the former Universal Champion, Finn Balor, personally gifted the title by Ric Flair, our temporary general manager, as Eric Bischoff is on a, leave since the Survivor Series. Ric Flair personally gifted Finn Balor this World Heavyweight Championship belt. Finn Balor, World Heavyweight Champion, the leader of the Bullet Club, he likes to call it. I like to call it the criminal enterprise, a gang of thieves, are quote-unquote running Monday Night Raw. And there's been a couple of people attempting to thwart Finn Balor and the Bullet Club of their plans, and their names go by Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And I cannot mention another one of their friends, their teammate, their partner, their former Shield friend. I can't mention them, as Ric Flair has prohibited me from mentioning his name, and I will not. But Finn Balor, he is set for in-ring action, as confirmed by Ric Flair last week on Monday Night Raw. World Heavyweight Champion is in in-ring action. It's very rare to see on both Raw and SmackDown, as we are on the road to Clash of the Champions, where Finn Balor will defend that World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns, a WrestleMania rematch of sorts. Balor is itching for a fight here, and that's exactly what he's gonna get, because he's gonna get a fight against Mustafa Ali. Former NXT superstar Mustafa Ali making his way to the ring here, and he's gonna go toe-to-toe, apparently he is, against the World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor. And what an opportunity this is for the young Mustafa Ali. We've seen him as recently as NXT TakeOver New Orleans, the final NXT show before NXT's closure. He was unsuccessful in capturing the United Kingdom Championship from Pete Dunne in that triple threat match. Will also feature Aleister Black. But now he went from the United Kingdom title to the World Heavyweight title. It's a huge jump for Mustafa Ali, and collar and elbow tie up. Mustafa Ali and Finn Balor locking up here. Mustafa Ali has him on the ropes. What a slap by Finn Balor, and there's no respect here, clearly by the patriarch of the Bullet Club. Collar and elbow tie up again. Ali pushes Balor into the ropes for the second time. Referee breaks it up this time, and this time Mustafa Ali bites back. And Mustafa Ali saying, "You can't get the better of me," and a back elbow by Finn Balor, and those stiffs The stiff arms and the stiff legs of Finn Balor will bruise you anytime, any day. Ducked down by Mustafa Ali, leapfrogged by Ali as well. The great agility of Mustafa Ali. Ali is quick-footed, quick-witted, and a huge elbow by Finn Balor, and another one. Knocks this time Mustafa Ali down to one knee. As Finn Balor hooks him in. Oh, and he drives him head first into the mat with that brain buster. And a brain buster can put anybody away. You can split your skull open to give you a concussion. That's how brutal a brain buster really is. And those knife edge chops that Finn Balor loves to utilize. Oh, another knife edge. Oh my God, another knife edge chop by Finn Balor. Finn Balor again. The repeated knife edge chops. This is Finn Balor's first match since the Survivor Series, where he went against him in the Bullet Club, him and his home buddies. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows took on the Shield. Mustafa Ali missed that splash. Balor now gonna make him pay for it. My God! What a knee right to the jaw of Mustafa Ali. And now Ali, he has to take a breather here. Ali has to take a breather after that knee right to the jaw. Could have cracked the jaw, could have lost a couple of teeth, but Ali gonna still fight. That's what he does. Ali's a fighter. Brings Finn Balor down. He has the World Heavyweight Champion reeling. He has the World Champion reeling. Balor now on the rope. What a drop kick. Caught him right on the jaw. Or the chest. I don't know. I didn't see it that well. And this time, this drop kick lands right on the face. And Mustafa Ali is getting fired up here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Here for this edition of Monday Night Raw. Long time no see. Oh, the DDT drilling Finn Balor's skull into the mat. Balor in real big trouble here. The World Heavyweight Champion is reeling against Mustafa Ali. Try to go for a clothesline at Ali. And oh, what a clothesline by Finn Balor. Almost took the kid's head off, and a kick out at 2 by Ali. And my God, what a clothesline by Finn Balor. And you could just see a change, a shift in Finn Balor's demeanor, his behavior in the past couple of months, ever since he's won that Universal Championship at No Mercy against who shall not be named. He's took upon this new persona, this new attitude. Calls himself the new rock and roller. Does Finn Balor call himself? And a chop right to the chest of Ali. Drop kick to the side of the head. Feel just Finn Balor's energy. Feel the negative energy that Finn Balor brings in that ring. And a kick out at 2 by Ali. Ali still in this match, not gonna give in, not gonna quit. Rebound off the rope and a kick right to the back of the head with that insecurity. Finn Balor, when he's in control, he relishes the assault, but I spoke too soon because Mustafa Ali, once again, fighting, still fighting, and what a maneuver. Reverse DDT of sorts by Mustafa Ali, and now Ali up the high rent district, What a frog splash to Finn Balor, and a kick out. It could have been enough. And Ali, look at the agility. What a bulldog. Wheelbarrow bulldog right to Finn Balor, and Finn Balor is loopy. Balor seeing stars right now. Knife edge chop to Balor, kick right to the leg, and now gonna throw the world champion outside the ring. And Ali looking to fly high. Sky high, I should say. And the vibrant, the fast Mustafa Ali is thinking of some more, thinking of another one. Oh, what a Hurricane Rana! Through the bottom rope, through the bottom rope onto Finn Balor. This kid has got skills, and I don't think Finn Balor knows where he's at. Finn Balor's on Dream Street right now. And Ali with a Hurricane Rana. And this time Finn Balor rolls out of the ring. Smart move by the World Heavyweight Champion. He's knocked loopy, he's dizzy, and Ali again on the onslaught. Mustafa Ali isn't gonna let Finn Balor breathe. Isn't gonna let the World Heavyweight Champion breathe. And now Ali on the top. What a leg drop. Dropping the leg onto the throat of Finn Balor. And now Ali roll through. What a neck breaker. That roll through neck breaker onto Finn Balor. Shoulders are down. This may be it. No, it's not. Balor, the World Heavyweight Champion, still in the running. And look, what if Mustafa Ali beats Finn Balor? Does that warrant him a shot at the world title? I'm pretty sure it does. Does it warrant him a shot? Oh, what a backbreaker. Spine snapping backbreaker by Finn Balor. But if Ali beats him, able to triumph against Finn Balor, will he be able to compete at Clash of Champions against Balor and Roman Reigns? It's a bunch of possibilities if Mustafa Ali is able to beat Finn Balor and just throws his head right into the turnbuckle. And now Balor on the second rope. What a power bomb. Roll through. Balor now picks Ali back up. Tries to go for that boot stomp. Nobody home. Ali lifts himself onto Balor. And what a Hurricane Rana. Roll up. Rolling up Finn Balor. Roll up the world champion. Oh no. Thought it was curtains there for the World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor. And an enziguri. And Balor once again rolls out of the ring. Smart approach by the champion. That's why he is the World Heavyweight Champion, like it or not. Balor's experience. Balor knows the in and outs of that ring, and my God! Ali just went face first. Oh! Face first again on the ring post. Oh, God. Finn Balor's going to use the environment, going to use everything he can to ensure that he's the one with his hand raised by the end of the bell. And Balor now stalking, and a German suplex almost, oh, and another suplex. And kick out by Mustafa Ali. And you just feel Finn Balor, this vulture approach. The lion hunting the gazelle, but this gazelle and Mustafa Ali is fighting back. And Mustafa Ali, with the jabs, punching Finn Balor right in the face. And I know there's many people in the back that want to do that. Punch Finn Balor right in his face, and now Mustafa Ali has the opportunity to do so. Tens and 20s and hundreds of times. And now Ali lifts up Balor. What a power bomb! Feat of strength here by Mustafa Ali, and a kick out. Kick out by Finn Balor. Balor still in this match. And he's getting worn down. Balor's getting worn down here by Ali. And Ali, 054! 054! The 054 to Finn Balor. The 054. This may be it. No! Balor kicked out of the 054. And this is definitely wearing down Finn Balor. He has a match against Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions a week from Sunday. And now Balor, he counters the frog splash and lifts him up. What a reverse. Lifting DDT there by Finn Balor. And Balor now on the top rope. He's looking to end it. Coup de grace, no! Coup de grace was countered. Gras was countered. Mustafa Ali takes the jaw off of Finn Balor with that super kick. And now Ali on the top. Ali on the top. 054, no. 054 was countered. 054 was countered. And Finn Balor brings him down. Brings him down. Not gonna give Ali any breathing room. Not gonna give Ali any breathing room. Oh no, Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday, drilling Ali's skull into the mat. And Finn Balor escapes Mustafa Ali. He escapes Mustafa Ali. Balor manages to overcome the hardy Mustafa Ali. And I thought this was it right here when Ali countered that coup de grace and took Balor's jaw off with that super kick, but Finn Balor beats a hardy, a resilient Mustafa Ali here tonight on Monday Night Raw in our opening contest. Finn Balor is just showing. Wait a minute, on the stage! It's Roman Reigns coming down. Hey, wait a minute! The Big Show just speared Roman Reigns. Big Show came out of nowhere. Big Show just came out of nowhere and he speared the #1 contender. And he is the bodyguard of the Bullet Club and a huge elbow. Oh, God. Knocked Roman Reigns out. And look, Seth Rollins on the stage. Seth Rollins giving his all, fighting off the Bullet Club, the rest of them. The Raw Tag Team Champions. Gallows and Anderson. And my God, what a kick to the face. Kick right to the face, and Anderson and Gallows just mugging Seth Rollins here on the stage. 2 versus 1 assault here on both sides of the arena. And no, oh no. Oh my God. And this is just a mugging. Roman Reigns came down. He came down to the ring, and I think he wanted to share a few quote-unquote words with Finn Balor, and I think the Bullet Club was ready. Pretty sure the Bullet Club was ready, and the coup de grace actually connects tonight, but this time it connects on the challenger for the World Heavyweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Monday Night Raw. Cleared up the mess that just endured before the break. And we are set for the debut of EC3. And EC3 has had a couple of issues here on Monday Night Raw. Has only been on the roster for 3 weeks? He already has a bone to pick, and that bone that he has to pick is with Cassius Ohno. And Cassius Ohno made his presence known here on Monday Night Raw a couple of weeks ago when he attacked EC3. And EC3 said he's looking to become television champion. He said he wants to break records. He said he wants to be television champion in the shortest tenure possible. Can he do that? Well, we'll have to find out very soon enough. He has to go through Drew Gulak. And Drew Gulak, he's another animal. Wrestling technician. In-ring technician is Drew Gulak. And EC3 sure as hell gonna have a challenge on his hands. And you know, Cassius Ohno is watching, whether he's watching in the back Whether he's watching at home, whether he's watching in his basement, we don't know. You know he's watching every single move of EC3. You know how calculated Cassius Ohno is. Cassius Ohno was cold. Cassius Ohno was calculated. EC3, he wanted to get cold and calculated. He wanted to get physical last week when Cassius Ohno took on Shinsuke Nakamura in a match that was thrown out by officials. Wanted to get his hands on Cassius Ohno, but Cassius Ohno was one step ahead of EC3 as we get set for this one-on-one contest here. EC3's debut match here on Monday Night Raw as Drew Gulak. Like I said earlier, in-ring technician. He's a mat general. Is Drew Gulak. And look, just has the arms of EC3. EC3 counters. EC3 now with the arm bar. Gulak rolls through. And look at Drew Gulak saying that you have to do better than that if you want to beat me. And now EC3, he has the power, he has the size advantage over Drew Gulak. And Gulak, he has the in-ring experience, I should say. Gulak, he's well crafted. Gulak knows his way around the wrestling ring, more so than EC3 does. And now EC3, he's going to show his power. He's going to distribute his power in this exchange here between Drew Gulak, because it's very, very difficult to out-wrestle Drew Gulak. And Gulak brings EC3 down. Gulak now has him by the head. Does Gulak. And now, oh! What a bare knee. That's a bare knee. Right to the face of EC3. And EC3 claps back with a clothesline and not even a 1 count. Gulak ducked that one, and now Gulak with a knife edge chop of his own, and another one, and another one. Those knife edge chops are no joke as Drew Gulak stomps a mud hole right into the chest of EC3. Suplex, but wait a minute, Gulak, submission specialist is Gulak, and Gulak now has the arm of EC3, and EC3's in big trouble. But EC3, I don't know if Gulak released it, and EC3 took advantage, but sure as I got out that hold, and now, what a clothesline! What a knock to the back of EC3's skull. Drew Gulak, rebound off the ropes, ducked down, leapfrog by Drew Gulak. Gulak now has the leg. No, EC3 saw it coming, the power advantage still coming through, and a huge knee right to the jaw of Drew Gulak. And I said earlier, the only way you can truly beat Drew Gulak is through really outpowering him or outsmarting him. It's pretty hard, it's very hard to out-wrestle Drew Gulak. And a kick out at 2 there by Gulak. Huge elbow right to the heart of Drew Gulak. And now it's EC3 bringing Gulak to the mat with this headlock here. And maybe this might be a ploy in outsmarting Drew Gulak. But Gulak finds a way out of it. Gulak now, knee right to the spine. Arms crossed around the trapezius. And now look at this, just bending, just stretching. EC3, the back of EC3 being stretched, but EC3 able to power out, and that's what I said, that was his advantage here earlier, is his strength, is his size. And EC3 repeated chops to Drew Gulak, and now Gulak has to run to the corner to take a breather here, and I don't think EC3 is going to allow him, and a knee right to the face of Drew Gulak. Right hand, and look at the disrespect, but wait a minute, the cockiness of EC3 is going to cost him here. Gulak has him, no! Gulak almost had EC3, kick to the gut by Gulak. And oh, look at this maneuver. Look at this torture rack of sorts. Has EC3 on his back, and he's stretching out the arms, stretching out the upper back of EC3. But once again, the strength comes through. Once again, the strength comes through, and EC3, what a neck breaker. What a neck breaker by EC3. Huge knife edge chop, another knife edge chop. Rocks Drew Gulak. A third one, but Gulak can sure as hell dish it out. He can take him, and he can sure as hell dish him out. Oh, try to go for it. EC3 counters. EC3 now has him on his shoulders. What a move! What a TKO by EC3. TKO by EC3, and EC3 puts away Drew Gulak in a back and forth but short contest. And I thought Gulak almost had him here. Thought Gulak almost had EC3 there. I think EC3 almost had him. I think EC3 thought that he almost had him as well. But EC3 bounces back. The TKO onto Gulak for the victory. And EC3 is successful in his first Raw outing here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And you know, EC3 is hunting for Cassius Ohno, hunting as well. He's also hunting for Andrade Cien Almas, the television champion. And that's Cassius Ohno in the back. But wait a minute, what the hell? Cassius Ohno is here. Cassius Ohno was here. Oh! Just knocks EC3 out. And I'm pretty sure that that tape was pre-recorded. And once again, and look at this on the stage now. On the stage now, it's Andrade Cien Almas, the television champion. And Andrade doesn't appreciate the disrespect that EC3's been dishing out to him and Zelina Vega, and a DDT. But wait a minute, back again, it's Cassius Ohno, Oh, elbow right to the back of Andrade. And Cassius Ohno, he's only in it for himself. Only in it for himself. And he's not only targeting EC3, but he's targeting the television champion and Andrade Cien Almas. And next week on Monday Night Raw, Noam Dar, the newly traded Noam Dar from SmackDown, makes his debut, and that's next week on Monday Night Raw. And as well, what's going to happen next week, the wife of Daniel Bryan, Brie Bella, is going to give an update on the condition physically and mentally on her husband, and if he'll be ready for his clash with The Miz at Clash of the Champions. A challenge that The Miz proposed last week. And speaking of Clash of the Champions, this match is for the Intercontinental Championship, as Cedric Alexander has probably the biggest match of his career here tonight. And he's going toe-to-toe against, well, Braun Strowman. A man who's held that title for a very, very, very long time. And Strowman is showing no signs of letting it go. See what I did there with Cedric Alexander and letting it go. But anyways, Cedric Alexander is set for an Intercontinental Championship match against Braun Strowman, the Monster Among Men. He beat Elias 2 weeks ago to ensure that opportunity, to ensure that he faces Braun Strowman for the IC title here tonight on Raw. And ahead of Clash of Champions. If Cedric Alexander beats Braun Strowman tonight, it could possibly be a match between Cedric Alexander and Shinsuke Nakamura for the IC title, or it could be a triple threat match between Strowman, Alexander, and Nakamura. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman always itching for a fight, always itching for destruction. That's what Braun Strowman is about. That's what Braun Strowman lives for. Lives to destroy things, whether it's people, whether it's rings, whether it's barricades, whether it's cars. Braun Strowman has done all of that during his tenure here in WWE, and especially during his tenure as the Intercontinental Champion. As we get set for this Intercontinental Championship match, Braun Strowman, IC champion. And just let me name you the opponents that Braun Strowman has disposed of in the past. Roman Reigns, Colin Cassidy, Sami Zayn, The Miz. And hell, I'm going to say it. I don't care, Ric Flair. I'm going to say it. Dean Ambrose. He's the person. Braun Strowman took the belt from Dean Ambrose back all the way in the spring at Payback, and Cedric Alexander is standing amongst the giant. And Alexander, he has to have a different approach here, and that's going to be his approach. Strike first. Strike the big man first. And look at Braun. Braun is eating these strikes up. And Braun saying, bring it on. Bring some more, and Alexander tried to go for a clothesline, but it only brings him, it barely shifts Strowman, and my God! It barely shifted Braun Strowman. Oh, and what a side slam by the big man. Only shifted Braun, and now, oh! Just throws Cedric Alexander across the ring here. Alexander, again, Alexander still fighting. Gonna run up to Braun. Is gonna keep fighting Braun Strowman here. Braun Strowman about 400 pounds. About almost 7 feet tall. Going against Cedric Alexander. A man who's barely, 220 pounds. And what a clothesline. What a clothesline by Braun Strowman. Elbow right to the back of the head of Cedric Alexander. And now Braun throws Alexander into the corner with force and brings him down with the exact same amount of force. Strowman. And look at Braun Strowman throws Cedric Alexander out of the ring, just disposes of Cedric Alexander, and you see Braun Strowman, the cockiness is beginning to extrude from the pores of Braun Strowman here. And there goes Alexander over the barricade wall, and Braun Strowman, but wait a minute, Alexander gets up, Alexander gets back up to his feet, Alexander still fighting, but no. And Braun Strowman isn't really doing anything here. He really isn't putting an effort in this matchup against Cedric Alexander, but Alexander sure as hell is. Drop kick right to the back of Strowman. The big man is down. The big man is down. Alexander put enough force to bring Braun Strowman down. And now Strowman on one knee gets back up. Alexander again brings him down. Again brings Braun Strowman down. Braun Strowman is dazed. Strowman is dazed as Cedric Alexander splashes onto his target. Cedric Alexander, what an elbow right to the heart. Elbow right to the heart. The big meaty heart of Braun Strowman. And now, Cedric Alexander, big boot to Strowman. Another boot to Strowman. Super kick to Braun, and Braun is still on his feet. Clothesline, Strowman still on his feet. My God, drop kick still on his feet. Braun Strowman is gonna let up an insecurity. Strowman is still on his feet, and Strowman saying, "Bring it on!" Alexander now. Alexander rolls up Strowman. Rolls up Strowman. This may be it. Kick out at 2 though. Kick out at 2. Strowman immediately to his feet, and he brings down Cedric Alexander. But Alexander's still fighting. Not gonna quit. The don't never say die attitude of Cedric Alexander. Bring Strowman down. Braun Strowman down. And you don't know. What a moonsault. Kick out though by Strowman. How much energy did that take for Cedric to barely lift up Braun? Oh, and a frog splash. 1, 2, no! Only a 1 count from Braun Strowman. Only a 1 count from Braun Strowman. And Cedric Alexander now. Cedric Alexander on the top. Cedric Alexander on the top. What a neck breaker. What a neck breaker. And now Cedric Alexander, he may just be closing in on Strowman. Oh, what a knee. A humongous knee right to the rib cage of Cedric Alexander. And look at this maneuver. Look at the strength of Braun Strowman. Former strongman, current Intercontinental Champion is Braun Strowman. And now Strowman lifts up a lifeless Cedric Alexander. And wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God! Braun Strowman just threw Cedric Alexander from the top all the way down, all the way crashing down, I should say, to the floor. And now Braun Strowman. Cedric Alexander has not moved. Cedric Alexander has not moved since then. Has Alexander on his shoulder. And the running power slam. 2, 3. And Braun Strowman retains the Intercontinental Championship, well, with force, in fashion, in brute fashion. Cedric Alexander was not strong enough to bring down the big man, just like several others in the past. But Alexander almost had Strowman beat. Almost had Strowman beat. He had Strowman down, but Strowman, once he threw him outside the ring, Cedric Alexander was lifeless. Then the power slam just finished what was left of Cedric Alexander. Look at Braun Strowman. This guy could possibly be Intercontinental Champion forever. That is how dominant Braun Strowman is. Wait a minute. That's Shinsuke Nakamura on the stage. And Shinsuke Nakamura said, well, you had little to no effort that match, but it's going to be different at Clash of the Champions, as these two are headed for a major collision course. And backstage, Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander not happy with his matchup. Cedric Alexander once again denying any help from Titus Worldwide Enterprises. And there is Stephanie McMahon, the general manager of the women's division, hosted across both Raw and SmackDown. And we are getting set for a history-making match at Clash of the Champions WWE Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus NXT Women's Champion Asuka to unify both women's titles. Getting set for a contract signing here tonight on Monday Night Raw between the two champions. And there is Charlotte Flair. We saw her earlier in Stephanie McMahon's office. Stephanie McMahon told Charlotte that she doesn't want her going out there and risking injury against Becky Lynch, or better or worse yet, risking losing the women's championship. And Charlotte, women's champion, has been women's champion since Battleground, where she beat Sasha Banks. Then beat Sasha Banks again at SummerSlam. And then she's held that title ever since. And speaking of dominant women's champions, you can't speak of dominant unless you're talking about Asuka. And Asuka, the NXT Women's Champion, has been NXT Women's Champion ever since NXT TakeOver Orlando. And that's been God knows how long. That's how dominant the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, really is. And Asuka and Charlotte Flair getting set for a collision course here. Wait a minute. It's Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch heard her name come out the mouth of Stephanie McMahon, and here comes the man. Becky Lynch making her way down to the ring. And she's staring Asuka, staring Charlotte, and staring Stephanie McMahon in their eyes. And she was not invited, she's not allowed. And Stephanie McMahon, she's not even going to attempt to de-escalate this situation. And Asuka saying, bring it on. Asuka saying, bring it on. And I think that's exactly what Becky Lynch is going to do. She's going to bring it on. Asuka and Becky Lynch going toe-to-toe here. And Charlotte getting the hell out of Dodge. Abiding by the orders of Stephanie McMahon, and what I punch right to the face. And Becky Lynch brings down the NXT Women's Champion. Brings down Asuka. Wait, oh my God! The Omega Driver drills Asuka. Drill the NXT Women's Champion. And Becky Lynch tells Charlotte, I'm coming for you. And Charlotte talking trash as well. And both of these women, whether Stephanie McMahon likes it, whether Asuka likes it, whether even Charlotte even likes it, I don't know. They are set to do battle again. Becky Lynch making a statement here tonight on Monday Night Raw. The contract wasn't even signed. Asuka's out cold. We have to get something. We gotta get somebody to help Asuka out here. And Becky Lynch takes over this contract signing. But wait a minute, what the hell? Seth Rollins. We saw Seth Rollins earlier tonight. He was attacked by Gallows and Anderson. The ring is cleared up now. Asuka's been escorted out. Charlotte's been escorted out. Stephanie McMahon's been escorted out. And there is Seth Rollins making his way down to the ring. He's bandaged up. He's taped up after what Gallows and Anderson did to him earlier, and he has a microphone. Whoa! Seth Rollins against only him? And Seth Rollins just proposed Gallows and Anderson a challenge for Clash of the Champions. Defend the Raw Tag Team titles against me.